Hi friends, Sabrina here, and today I'm going to lead you through a 30-minute power flow where we will incorporate a lot of core moves, so think like boat pose and low boat pose, as well as flow through a vinyasa flow. So power moves incorporated into a vinyasa flow will strengthen our core, work our core, and challenge ourselves and build some strength. So if you're ready, let's get started. We're going to begin in a comfortable seated position, or however you'd like to start your practice. Remember, you can extend your legs forward. You can start down on your back. Sometimes people like to sit on a block, or you can place blocks or everything props underneath your knee for alignment. It might also help any pain or discomfort in hips or knees. And then once you've found your seated position, you're going to sit tall, top of your head lifting up towards the ceiling. Relax the shoulders down away from your ears. Close your eyes. We'll take a moment for pranayama, just breath practice. Let's go ahead and take one deep breath together. So starting with your inhale begins at the base of your spine. Go ahead and inhale through your nose. As you inhale, lift the shoulders up as high as you can, up to your ears. Pause at the top of your breath. Hold. Slowly exhale as you return the shoulders back down. And from here, continue your deep belly breath just at your own pace, keeping those shoulders nice and relaxed. If you'd like to, you can place a hand over your heart, the other hand over your belly. We'll continue our deep belly breath right here. So let's go ahead and take a few deep breaths together, starting with your inhale. Let your inhale begin at the base of your spine. Inhale through your nose, belly and chest expands. Breath reaches to the top of your head. Pause, hold. Slowly exhale, let it all out. Inhale. Notice the belly and chest expanding with air. Pause at the top of your breath. Slowly exhale. Inhale. Pause. Exhale. At the bottom of your exhale, continue your deep belly breath at your own pace. You can return the hands back down to your knees. At the bottom of your next exhale, you can start to open your eyes, gaze forward. From here, let's go ahead and relax the hands by our sides. On your next inhale, draw both arms all the way out and up. And then as you exhale, we're going to lower the arms back down to our sides. And we'll do that once more. So as you inhale, arms all the way out and up. Create a little more length here throughout your spine as you inhale, and then as you exhale, arms open up back down towards your sides. We're going to move through a spinal twist next, twisting to the right first. So right hand behind you and then left hand to the outside of your right knee as we open the shoulders towards the right side of the room. Try to keep a tall spine here, 2 more breaths. Slowly start to release, making your way back through center. And then from here, we're going to start to twist off to the left side. So right hand to the outside of your left knee. Left hand plants behind you as you open the shoulders towards the left wall or left side of the room. Again, tall spine, top of your head lifting up towards the ceiling. It's about 2 more breaths here. so let's go ahead and slowly release the twist, making our way back through center. I'm gonna get started on core here pretty quickly. We're gonna get started with our boat pose. So make sure your hips are down on your mat. You're gonna start to lift your shins. Maybe lift your shins so they're about parallel to the floor. From there, you're gonna open your arms, palms are, maybe they're faced each other. And tall spine. All right, so I don't mean like tall spine, top of your head lifting up. I mean tall spine, but you're lowering your torso until you feel your core is engaged. And you should know if your core is engaged. If you start to shake a little bit, that's perfectly normal. I'm already shaking right now. So it's working our core. This is our boat pose. And then from here, we're gonna lower down into our low boat. You're gonna lower your legs and your torso to a hover above your mat. Gaze is to your toes. Hold right here for 3, 2, 1. As you inhale, lift into your boat pose. And then we have one more low boat. So let's go ahead and lower the legs and torso to a hover. We're gonna hold here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale takes you to boat pose. And then let's go ahead and cross the legs. We're gonna roll onto our knees and into our shins, hands down. As we make our way into a tabletop position. So shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees, toes are untucked. And we'll flow through some cat-cow. So when you're ready, let's go ahead and drop the belly, gaze forward, tops of feet press down onto your mat. This is our cow pose. As you exhale, start to slowly lift your upper back as you tuck the chin to your chest. So this is our cat. And we're gonna flow through a couple more rounds, moving to our breath. So on your next inhale, lower the belly, gaze forward. Nice big inhale. As you exhale, slowly lift your upper back, chin to chest. Inhale, belly down, find your cow pose. As you exhale, lift your upper back, chin to chest, find your cat. And this time, inhale takes you to a neutral spine tabletop position. Downward facing dog. Let's go ahead and tuck the toes, and we're gonna send the hips up and back. So tailbone's lifting up and back. If you want, you can start to pedal out the feet. So maybe straighten one leg as you bend into the other. Feet are about hips distance apart. And gaze is behind you. It's about 2 more rounds. Let's see. And then when you're ready, we'll bring both legs to stillness. So downward facing dog. From your down dog, you're gonna start to lower your hips as you find a high plank. So shoulders are over the wrists. Long line of energy from the top of your head to your heels. We're gonna hold right here. And then as you exhale, on your next exhale, go ahead and lift into your downward facing dog. So that's typically the distance that you want in your downward facing dog. For example, you don't necessarily want your hands all the way up here in your down dog. You're going to want to be able to flow from your high plank to your downward facing dog with very few adjustments, okay? So that's typically the amount or the distance that you need in your downward facing dog. From your down dog, let's go ahead and lower down high plank once again. And then from your high plank, go ahead and lower all the way down to your mat. Once you're down, you can untuck your toes. You're gonna slowly open your heart forward, baby cobra, elbows close to your rib cage. On your next exhale, let's go ahead and lower down. This time we're gonna move into a Sphinx pose. So you're gonna plant one forearm and then the other forearm down. Shoulders are gonna be stacked about over the elbows, palms flat. You're gonna open your heart forward. Elbows are pressed down. And then the top of your head is lifting up towards the ceiling. Just about 2 more breaths here. On your next exhale, let's go ahead and lower back down. You can plant the hands so they're stacked underneath the shoulders. And this time we'll lift into our first upward facing dog. So press your hands off of your mat onto your mat. So you open your heart forward, finding an upward facing dog. So again, heart forward, shoulders down away from your ears. On your next exhale, tuck the toes and hips up and back, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, gaze forward. You can walk your feet, and we'll meet at the top of our mats in a halfway lift, flat back position. So hands to your shins, shoulders drawn down your back. Show a nice stretch along the backs of your legs, calves, hamstrings. On your next exhale, fold forward. Bend into your knees as much as you'd like to. Maybe put a little more weight up into the toes, taking a little weight out from the heels. If you want to, you can move into a ragdoll position where you grab opposite elbows. Just try to relax your head and neck, and then let your arms be heavy. Grabbed opposite elbows. Let's go ahead and release. And we'll meet in a forward fold. On your next inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. We're going to do that once more, flowing to our breath. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. This time as you inhale, we're going to lift into a standing position. So draw the arms all the way out and up. At the top, palms come to touch. As you exhale, hands to prayer position at heart center. Inhale the arms high. And as you exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. As you exhale, plant the hands. We're going to step the feet back, high plank. Chaturanga. So for your first chaturanga, if you'd like to, you can lower both knees, cross the ankles behind you. Here's a variation that you can continue through your practice if you'd like to. You're going to lower your torso to a hover above your mat, elbows close to your rib cage. As you inhale, go ahead and lower the feet, open the heart, upward facing dog. On your next exhale, downward facing dog. Let's go ahead and flow through another vinyasa. So lower down, high plank. If you want to, you can lower your knees. You can always skip chaturanga entirely. This time, if you want to move through your chaturanga, go ahead and lower your body to a hover above your mat, elbows close to your rib cage. As you inhale, heart forward, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On your next inhale, gaze forward. You can walk or you can hop your feet to the top of your mat. We'll meet in a halfway lift, flat back position. And exhale, fold forward. As you inhale, you're going to bend into your knees. We're finding a chair pose. So sink into the knees. Feet are about hip distance apart or so. Find a comfortable stance. And then arms are going to lift up to your ears. Palms may be facing each other. And this time we're putting the weight back into the heels. All right, so you're going to feel it in your quads. Sit nice and low here. Maybe lift your toes up off of your mat. Make sure that weight is back. Sit a little lower. And then we're going to sit even lower at your lowest for 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and lower your hips all the way down. And we're going to lift into our boat pose. Open the arms. Lower your torso till you feel your core engaged. Low boat. So we lower your legs and your torso to a hover. We're gonna hold for 3, 2, 1. Next inhale takes you back to boat. Go ahead and lower low boat pose. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Next inhale takes you to boat. From there, cross your feet. We're gonna plant the hands and step the feet back into our downward facing dog. Right leg high, 3-legged dog. Hips square down, right foot flexed. Let's go ahead and send the right leg through. Plant the right foot in between the hands. Right knee is stacked about over your ankle. From there, start to lift your torso, high crescent lunge. Hips are forward. You're high in the ball of your left foot and arms are high. To challenge yourself, you're gonna sit lower. Try to keep your back left leg nice and strong. Open up warrior 2. So left foot grounds down, arms out to a T. Shoulders, hips are opening here. Keep sinking into your right knee. Without losing the bend in your right knee, drop your back hand, flip the front palm, reverse warrior, right arm up and back. Keep the shoulders and hips open. On your next inhale, warrior 2, arms out to a T. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, frame the right foot. Send the right leg back, high plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale takes you to down dog. Left leg high, 3-legged dog. Hips square down, left foot flexed. Send the left leg through, plant the left foot in between your hands. So the left knee is about over your ankle. From there, start to lift your torso. We're gonna extend the arms. Hips are forward. Stay high on the ball of your right foot. Keep that back right leg nice and strong. And again, to challenge yourself, just sink deeper into the left knee. Open up warrior 2. So right foot grounds down, arms out to a T. Drop your back hand, flip the front palm, reverse warrior, left arm up and back. Notice the outer edge of your right foot grounded onto your mat, shoulders and hips opening up towards the right side. On your next inhale, return warrior 2. As you exhale, cartwheel the hands down, send the left leg back. We're gonna flow through a vinyasa. So chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. On your next inhale, gaze forward. You can walk or hop your feet to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. As you inhale, chair pose. So start to sink into your knees. Arms up by the ears. And sit nice and low. Remember, weight back into your heels. It'll also help to keep your knees safe in the pose. Sit a little lower. Sit at your lowest, 2 breaths. And then from there, you can lower your hands down. We're gonna sit down onto your mat. Another round of boat poses. So lift the shins, open the arms, find your boat pose. Low boat. Stay strong here for 3, 2, 1, boat pose. Lower down, find your low boat. And again, stay strong here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale takes you to boat. We have one more low boat. When you're ready, find your low boat pose. 3, 2, 1. Next inhale takes you to boat. Then from there you can cross your ankles. We're going to plant the hands at the top of our mat. Step the feet back, downward facing dog. Right leg high. From here, draw the right knee to your nose as you lift your upper back. Lower the right shin to a hover above your mat. So right shin is going to be about 1 inch above your mat, parallel above your mat. We're going to hold here for 3, 2, 1, knee to nose. Plant the right foot in between your hands, high crescent lunge. Sit nice and low on your right knee. Open up warrior 2. Gazes forward. Drop your back hand, flip the front palm. Reverse warrior. Baby sink deeper into your right knee. 2 breaths. On your next exhale, cartwheel the hands. Send the right leg back. Continue your exhale as you chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg high. Draw the left knee to your nose as you lift your upper back. Lower to the left shin to a hover above your mat. So about 1 inch above your mat, shins parallel. Stay strong here for 3, 2, 1. Left knee back to your nose as you lift your upper back. Plant the left foot in between your hands. High crescent lunge. Again, hips forward. Sink deep into your left knee. If you want more of a challenge, open up warrior 2. Gazes forward. Remember, keep your shoulders relaxed down. Drop your back hand, flip the front palm, reverse warrior. Left arm up and back. Sink deeper into your left knee for more of a challenge. On your next exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Left leg back. Continue your exhale as you lower down chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. On your next inhale, gaze forward. Hop or walk your feet to the top of your mat. Remain in a halfway lift, flat back position. Exhale, fold forward. We're going to move into our chair pose. This is the last chair pose of class. So arms by your ears. Sit low, weight back into your heels. Draw the belly button in. Sit even lower. Sit at your lowest. 2 deep breaths here. And then on your next exhale, let's go ahead and lower down. We have one more round of boat pose. So let's go ahead and lift the legs, open the arms, find your boat pose. Low boat. We're gonna hold here for 3, 2, 1. Boat pose. Low boat. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Boat pose. low boat is our last one. Make it a strong one. We're gonna hold for 3, 2, 1. Boat pose. Let's go ahead and cross the ankles. We're gonna plant the hands, step the feet back, downward facing dog. From here, high plank. So lower the hips, long line of energy, top of your head to your heels. Stay strong right here. We're gonna lower into our chaturanga, hold and hover. Lift back into your high plank. Find your chaturanga, hold and hover. Inhale takes you to high plank. We're gonna flow, as our last flow of class. So chaturanga as you exhale. Inhale takes you to up dog. Exhale takes you to downward facing dog. And then from your down dog, you can take your gaze forward. Just gonna walk the feet to the outside of our hands at the top of our mats. So toes are probably off, heels are probably still on. Moving into a malasana, which is just a yogi squat. So you can keep, as you lower your hips down, you can keep your hands grounded on your mat. If you have blocks, or even like a pillow, you can sit. You can make your way and sit on blocks. You could use 2 if you have to. Play around the different height levels. And if this is just not working, you can just lower all the way down. Soles of your feet come to touch. So you find a butterfly stretch, all right? So you're just gonna fold forward with a tall spine. And then if you are in your malasana, it's about 2 more breaths here. You could also draw your hands to prayer position at heart center. Maybe notice your spine at the top of your head is lifting up towards the ceiling. All right, so let's go ahead and lower, if you are in a malasana, lower both hands behind you. And then from here, you can just cross the legs, finding a comfortable seated position on your mat. All right, so probably whatever position you found at the beginning of class, you can always lower down to your back or extend both legs forward. If you're in a seated position, maybe rest your hands on your knees or somewhere else on your thigh that's comfortable. And then when you feel like you're all set, you can start to close your eyes. Bring your awareness to your breath. If you'd like to, you can place a hand over your heart, the other hand over your belly. And continue your deep belly breath right here. At the bottom of your next exhale, if you placed a hand on your heart and belly, return those hands back down. And then we'll take one last deep breath together, starting with your inhale. As you inhale, draw both arms all the way out and up. At the top, palms come to touch. As you exhale, hands to prayer position at heart center. The light within me honors the light within you. Together we bow our heads and say namaste.